Hey guys, it's Cat's Play, and I think you know what this video is going to be about COVID-19 coronavirus. It's all over our news, all over Facebook, and unfortunately this pandemic has occurred at the beginning of convention season. And a lot of conventions are canceling or postponing their events in response to this pandemic. And a lot of people in the convention and cosplay community are up in arms about this, at some points ridiculously so. So let's take a few minutes to clear my throat, unpack this, to evaluate this situation. I swear to God I do not have the coronavirus, I'm just clearing my throat. So, the coronavirus is like a flu virus, only it is 4 times as contagious and has a shorter incubation period, 2 to 3 days. So you can catch this virus really easily and start transmitting it relatively quickly before you start showing symptoms. And while most people that get this virus will be okay, most cases are mild, that's because it's only if you are relatively young and in generally good health. And even if you are generally in good health, 1 in 10 people that catch this virus will need hospitalization. And if you are elderly, if you have underlying health conditions, if you're immunocompromised, like you have diabetes or went through chemotherapy, this virus has a very real chance of killing you. Now, the 1 in 10 needing hospitalization doesn't sound bad, but believe me, it is, because our hospitals cannot handle that load. Case in point, real life example. 20 months ago when I had my daughter, I didn't know I was in labor until my second non-stress test, and my doctor looked at me and found that I was 3 centimeters dilated. I was already in labor. And the only reason she did not admit me that night into the hospital was because there were no beds available in the maternity ward. I live in a relatively affluent suburb that's headquarters to a major medical testing company and a rather prestigious university. And this hospital didn't have beds available for me. And so I had to wait 3 days and hope I didn't go into hard labor to be seen, be treated, and get taken care of. And if this is going to happen for a regular planned pregnancy with little complications in a rather affluent town, think about what's going to happen in a city hospital that's already overstressed, or in a rural hospital that may not be able to handle the load of hospitalizations due to this virus. And that's why our governments, our cities, these convention venues are asking us to stay home, to be cautious, to wash our hands, take common sense precautions. Because while we don't need to run around the streets and panic, this is something we need to be aware of and to take precautions against. And that's why a lot of these conventions are canceling their events. And yeah, it sucks. And I want my happy fun times too. But it's generally not the convention's fault. They want us to come. They're not doing it because they want to do it. It's because the state or the city or the venue is asking them to cancel their event or postpone it because, well, a lot of people don't have common sense. And it's very easy for convention goers to pick up this virus and mistake it for the fabled con crud, and then transmit it to their parents or their grandparents or to someone that's immunocompromised and compound this problem. So, yeah, guys, I'm sorry if your convention is getting canceled, and I know it sucks, but the general populace the health of the general populace is a lot more important than your being able to go to a convention and play dress up and watch cartoons. You can do that stuff at home. And you don't need to compound an already big health crisis out of your selfishness. That's my 2 cents. That's my 6-minute rant. And please, guys, be safe, wash your hands, stay home if you can, work from home if you can, and let's all get through this together. I'm Cat's Play, and have a good con season. Quick edit. The day after this video was recorded, it was revealed that an attendee at a LEGO convention in Raleigh, North Carolina had tested positive for COVID-19 and had symptoms while attending. This person knew they had the virus and attended anyway, exposing hundreds of people, many of them parents and grandparents attending with small children. It only takes one selfish person to endanger the health of a community. Please stay home if you're sick, and please stay safe.